As a church leader, your time and resources are limited. It's difficult to find discipleship and Bible study materials that are affordable, easily accessible, and high quality. But there is a way to equip the people in your church every day of the week without losing sleep. Welcome to Right Now Media, the world's largest library of video-driven Bible study resources, used by more than 20,000 churches, schools, and organizations. With a Right Now Media subscription, everyone in your church can access thousands of biblical resources for kids, couples, small groups, and more. Give your members access to great content, anytime, anywhere, on any device.
And God specifically says, the way you think, that's not the same way I think.
Equip and inspire everyone in your church beyond Sunday.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me in Solomon's Temple. My name is Solomon Izang Ashams. It's so great to be with you, and I do hope that you're doing very well today and, for the week. Good to have some of you here, especially my regular viewers, wherever you are across the world. Welcome. And also all the subscribers. Thank you so much for the over 60,000 subscribers that we have. You guys always here, always supportive, especially those people in Accra, Halle in Accra. I got Evelyn in Switzerland, Chi Fine Babe, Malaya, Nicholas. There's just so many of them. I mean, just so many of you guys who are like regular viewers. And I want to say thank you so much. Please, if you haven't subscribed yet, may I encourage you to do so. Just click on the subscription button and make sure you also like this video, and also please make sure you share it. I would really appreciate that. Thank you, Rosemary. Rosemary is the first to be here. Rosemary Ntetwa from Durban. Jamel from Canada. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you all the way from the other side. Evelyn from Switzerland is here. Lois, good day to you too. Carabello is saying would record and watch afterwards. Good. My sister in Swaziland, Eswatini, that is. Thank you, Nicholas. You're here already. Fresh TV, Ward TV, good to have you here. Dr. Bash, awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Aloysius. Great to have you here. Live Season is saying, hello, I'm in class. Okay, you're in class. This replica should leave other people's children alone. Stop manipulating the masses. Indeed, they keep manipulating people more and more. Joseph from Davidson, just outside in Johannesburg here. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Janice. Great to have you here. And every other person, Tiffany, also great to have you here. So I just want to quickly, I have to go pick my kids from school. So I just want to quickly go through, especially a photo that's been trending the last few days of a person called Daniel, Wiseman Daniel. Now, a lot of people are familiar with Wiseman Daniel because he was one of TB Joshua's closest people. And I think he moved to be doing, he left him not long ago, maybe about a year ago, and he's doing quite a lot of stuff in around Abuja in Nigeria. So Wiseman Daniel, obviously, as you can see, a lot of the wise men or people who have worked with TB Joshua, they leave their hair Afro type hair, isn't it? That's how they do it. They leave their hair, it becomes like an Afro, and they leave it there. And it seems like there's just something about it. But what I want to emphasize is just the duplication of who TB Joshua is. Just like I spoke about it when I dealt with the issue of Wiseman Christopher, everybody Wiseman. But this one, Wiseman Daniel, I saw a photo, one of his photos, and I actually sat down because when I see, it has been said that a photo speaks more than 1,000 words, isn't it? Or is it 1,000 words or more than 1,000 words? When you see a photo, you have to sit down and analyze, because remember, this photo was intentionally taken. This photo was intentionally selected out of the tens or the hundreds of photos. That photo was intentionally selected because they want to say something to you through the photo. That's what they do. So there's a photo of his that's been trending this last week that he took in Abuja. And I'm going to show you the photo now. But I'm just saying that we're seeing the manifestation of TB Joshua through different people that have worked with him before. And they're doing it in different ways. And actually, I would encourage you to study each and every one of them, just so you can see the manifestation of TB Joshua in so many different ways. That would help you know who TB Joshua really is. Because most of them, all these Wiseman Christopher, Wiseman Nassim, Wiseman Daniel, all they know about so-called ministry or church is through Fatai, through TB Joshua. And it's sad because TB Joshua was not a pastor. He wasn't heading a church. He was heading a shrine. He wasn't leading God's people to righteousness. No, he was leading them to unrighteousness. He was not about good. He was about evil. It's as simple as that. But because they spent so many years with him, all they know to do is what they learned from Fatai and all they saw him do. And now that they're out there, when you examine each and every one of them, you would see the way that they operate in, and it will give you an idea of how TB Joshua operated. It's as simple as that. And one of them is definitely Wiseman, so-called Wiseman Daniel. So this is the photo that was sort of like trending last week or so. So this is him on the bike. You know, he's riding a bicycle. I want you to observe this photo very well. All the elements that are around him. This is him on a bicycle, right? And then I want you to examine everything you see in this shot. Tell me what you see. Comment via your inbox, via my inbox. What do you see? What do you see? Because when we see a photo, especially that is put out there by these so-called charlatans and false prophets, we must be careful to analyze every bit of it. Just like when they say something, just like when they do something, just like when they have a prophecy or a healing, you have to examine it. So Juliet is saying she saw bodyguards, okay? So there are bodyguards there. So they're not just bodyguards, there are two types of bodyguards. Part of his security. You know what that means? He has two different types of bodyguards. The one look like the military, the one look like, you know, the camouflage is different. Maybe from the military police. So he's selling you, he's sending a message to you and telling you how much influential he is. So there's the military. Good. Calvin actually summarized it very well, just talking about the security detail. There's the military and there's the police. Can you believe it? What does that say when an individual has a military and a police as part of his security guarding him? It shows how influential that person is. It shows how powerful that person is. And this picture in itself is trying to show you, is trying to show us that he is connected, he is powerful, that you cannot get him. He is influential. Mind you, this is the same person. He was on his way to a so-called meeting, church meeting. He's the same person that would go to church and tell people to trust God for their safety, that God will be the one to fight their battles for them, that they should get his oil or water and God will protect them. But see what he's carried. See the vehicles with the lights. You can see the vehicles with the lights also. And he is like right in the middle of it. This picture is a shame about the state of the church, so-called church in Nigeria. And also it's a shame about the state of the nation of Nigeria. That's what you get. That's what you get for lawlessness. That's what you get for a state that is broken, a country that's broken. Truth, you're funny. It says Nollywood movies. All right, the second part, actually, Melody, I like what you said because that's the part that I want to touch about. He said, I see a man that does as if he is humble, his way making more people focus on him and just basically coping to because this is how he knows it. Yes, this is a man that does things as if he is humble. Can you believe it? When people see this picture, they will think he's humble. Ah, the man of God is riding a bicycle. Ah, the man of God is riding a bicycle. He even didn't want to go into his car. He's humble enough riding on a bicycle. That's what people are going to think. And that's what people are thinking. He was on his way to a meeting. He was having some event in Abuja, in Nigeria last week. He's riding on a bicycle. Remember, in Nigeria, when someone rides on a bicycle, we attach it to humility, or we attach it to humbleness, or we attach it to like this person doesn't have much. But then he has these security details around him. There's the police, there's the army. But if you flip it around and look at the picture the other way, you would say this man is a very proud man. He's riding on his bicycle while his security have to work. How long is he going to walk? Allow them walk while he's riding on his bicycle. That's not fair. But they don't want us to see that. And many people would not see that. They will just say, no, this man of God is humble. He has a certain degree of humility. He's riding a bicycle. Can you believe it? He's riding a bicycle. He refused to go into his AC, nice air-conditioned car. But you see, they've learned all this from TB Joshua, and they're doing it in such a way that you show you're influential, you show that you are the man, but then you do it so-called in a humble way. Here are some of his pictures also. This is another one. You can see this picture, still riding on the bike. So the riding on the bike in itself is him trying to send a message that how do you ride on a bike when you're dressed like this with a tie, with a suit, and then you're riding on the bike? That in itself, because is a problem. Where did you ride on the bike from? Maybe they drove you all the way and they close to the stadium where the venue was holding, where the event was holding, and then you came out just about 50 or 100 meters away, and then you're going on the bike just for picture, for the sake of picture, so you can do good marketing with it. But we still see the security with guns. We still see people running around him. What have we become? What have we become? See? This is him. You could also see that you could see the bike there. You could see they actually came on a convoy and with blue lights and everything. And it's you could see that it's not just a case of him being alone, but he has a convoy. You could see the bikes that are there. Those are the bikes that normally would be in front. So who is he deceiving? The gullible people. The people that are following the miracles instead of following Jesus. Because if you follow Jesus, you would see all these tricks and all these lies painted all around these photos and all around these men and women, all around these charlatans. That's how they market themselves. These are the kind of things they learn from TB Joshua. You will see TB Joshua giving people bags of rice or giving people cash and money. TB Joshua was a guy that actually made that popular, or actually started that on a large scale, where you bring people into church and then you give them money in envelopes. Then you write the amount of money in envelopes. That's not the Jesus way. You don't even need to tell us how much you're giving them. You don't even need to give them in front of everybody. Send it into their bank account. Get their banking details. You can tell us you've blessed people with money. It's fine. But don't tell us the amount. Don't bring the people forward. Don't bring the widows forward. It's fine. But they're doing all of that for their marketing. They know there are people that are going to watch it and see that and like, this is a real man of God. But Fatai was not a real man of God. So these wise men, these people who have worked with Fatai before, now they're going to begin to take this and reinvent it and deliver it in a creative way. That's what they're going to do. And that's what they're doing right now. And people are going to fall for it. A lot of people are going to fall for it. Sadly. When did we get here? The military and the police who are supposed to be out there fighting Boko Haram, fighting kidnappers around the country of Nigeria. Here they are, guarding a man of God who should depend on God and the angels to guard him. This picture represents the state of the church in Nigeria, the state of charlatanism, the state of false prophecy. You're trying to show people you're humble, you're on a bike. He's on a bike with a uniform. You know, you can see he has this small cap even on his head, the blue one. And then you're riding on a bike. I mean, who rides on a bike dressed this way? Who rides on a bike dressed this way? Because he has to. Because this is part of his deceit. Part of his deceit. Malaya said it represents their lies. They all look like Joshua with their cheap afro. Prince says, a lot of people did not believe that TB Joshua has a private jet until it was announced. Exactly. They will not believe that TB Joshua has a private jet. No, he's a humble guy. No, he gives everything. Even his dressing, his cheap. You don't know these guys. These guys are top-notch deceivers and manipulators. You have nothing on them. Evelyn says, even that bicycle that Wiseman is riding is not just a bicycle, but a special type that is almost as expensive as a car. Yes, that's another good point that you raised. This bicycle would probably buy you 2 cars in Nigeria. To be honest with you, this bicycle that you see, this is not an ordinary bicycle. This is an expensive bicycle. Very expensive bicycle. You're trying to be humble, but then you're driving a very expensive bicycle. And then you have this very top of the range security, police and military around you. Oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, please. And then there is, Johnson says, we love what you're doing, Uncle Solomon from Australia. We're tired of charlatans. Thank you. Thank you very much. Calvin says, pastors need bodyguards, yet give members flyers to save them. You don't show humility. People see it naturally. Exactly. People like them Fatai and Wiseman this and Wiseman that and Bushiri and all these guys, they will try as much as possible to show they're humble. But, humility is not something that you show people. People know. Except they don't want to believe it. People know. There's definitely nothing, no humility around here. You drive an expensive bike. Your clothes are expensive. Your security is expensive. What is that? Look at it. Lord, help the nations. Help the nations. SARS say money-making machines. Truth says expensive bike, expensive suit, expensive security. Wow. Calvin said, Lieutenants of Elders, Alhaji Abdul Fatai Balogun. May the Lord Jesus Christ shame and overthrow his kingdom of deception and all that operate in it. The military would rather guard him than fight Boko Haram. It's really irritating how they are using God to hide their, I'm not going to say that word. Anyway, I just wanted to bring that to your attention. I want to say that, please, guys, when you see a photo like this, analyze it critically because the lies are all there. That's all I want to bring to your attention. I got to go pick my kids from school. Thank you so much. May the Lord bless you. May he keep you. May he continue to surround you with his love and his joy. Amen.
Masinya Attorneys Incorporated, a boutique commercial and taxation law firm in Midrand, Johannesburg, South Africa. Strategic lawyers on point with more than 20 years of practice experience. We are professional, capable, and qualified.